Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Arkham City, Batman Arkham City. I almost said, hey, this is Batman, which, yeah, I don't know what happened there in my head. Um, there's a distress signal that's happening, distress flare, on top of this building. And we're supposed to investigate it, which I don't know if that means we have to get inside the building first, or if this is just straight up a trap.
I find Bruce Wayne.
Eat the freaking bed!
My way out of here.
Alright,
Arkham
so
City is gonna be the last thing you see.
we don't know if this was a case of they just randomly spawn characters in front of doorways, or if they regenerate. Like, we may very well find that it's not worth your time to take on these guys unless they are directly in your way, and they very well may only be placed when they are in such a way that they are directly in your way if you're going to actual missions.
It's Batman!
What we desperately need here is a Batman that is as fast as Catwoman and as hard-hitting as Batman is. And frankly, about 2 or 3 times as hard-hitting as Batman is, because he's not really that hard-hitting. And they do seem to love to throw more enemies at you than you really should have. I think a major problem here is they are just in love with the critical strike free-flowing concept in this game, and it kind of just does not, I think, really work that well with Batman. I'm not sure, just it doesn't work at all in general with games. Like, right, so seems like we're just going to straight up fight Bane, unless Bane's not going to be our enemy. He's calm.
That payaso will pay for this.
Interesting. This would be funny if he literally decides not to attack you. It would also be interesting if this just was straight up a stealth thing.
Where next?
I don't think Batman should be afraid, though. I think you either Batman stealth this guy.
Surprised to see me, Batman?
A little. Last time I saw you, you were wrapped around the hood of my car.
You knew it would not kill me.
I wasn't trying to. I'm in no mood for a fight. What are you doing here?
Like,
Dr.
Bane...
Young's Titan formula. The payaso managed to send some off Arkham Island before you stopped him.
How much more did Joker manage to get off the island?
Too much. That is why I am here. I will not allow the basura of this city to abuse the Titan. Dr. Young used me to create it. It is my duty to destroy what remains.
Yeah.
I'll help you, but understand this. If you try anything, I'm taking you down too. We find Titan containers, we destroy them. Deal?
Of course. Each container has a radio beacon built in. There were 12 containers left in this city. We take 6 each, then we meet back here.
6 each? Fine. Today isn't a good day to lie to me, Bane. Remember that.
So now we just have missions to destroy these things, but we can't destroy the Titan containers in the restricted area at the moment.
I must get it all.
Meanwhile, we'll just look around here and see if there's what does this work with?
Where should I go next?
Like, you have these buttons, and these buttons, up until this point, have all been activated with just a batarang. And we've kind of forgotten completely about the crypto thing, which I don't think we're actually going to even use. This looks like this could be something of importance, but it isn't.
Where next?
So we just have something that we can't work with yet. Alright, well. It's a little interesting that the distress flare led to that. And you just went in the room and had a conversation there.
Augmented reality training online.
So let's see if we can do the next augmented reality training. Just another Riddler trophy. Are these mines or what? Well, they don't seem like they're anything. But it does seem like there's something on them. Where's the augmented reality bat thing? It's over here.
Augmented reality training activated.
Okay. Hold right trigger to dive bomb while gliding.
Augmented reality training complete.
Great. What does pulling that down do? Seemingly nothing.
More snow? Damn it, end already.
And that remote fires an electric charge that doesn't give you a way to blow up anything. So I'm gonna have to get stronger to potentially pull these buoys to break that to get through there. Unless I'm supposed to pull down the wall that way.
Phelps a bigger crook than we are. How'd he pull this off? We've lost the camera in Sector 3.
Alright. Up we go.
I'm telling you it's all true. The Joker's dying in there. This is our last chance to show all the other freaks in this place
get out of
Who's the
detective
real
mode
boss of Arkham City?
for a second,
I'm
just to
ready
go back
out there
into
and
it.
kick some penguin
Yep.
ass.
It still feels like, particularly in the overworld, you're going
Roll
to
out of here. We find
you are
anyone who
going
made
to
the
just
freezes
end up
and beat
playing
the
most of the
information
game
out of
in
If they don't
detective
know
mode.
nothing,
we beat him some more. Yeah.
no problem. I can wait.
Now I can imagine the next glide training here is going to be fairly difficult.
Augmented reality training activated.
So we're gonna hold the dive bomb while gliding. Great.
Augmented reality training failed.
I also have figured out what happens now when you fall in the water. You just jump back out.
Who cares about that old crap? It's an eyesore.
Yeah, there's definitely some problems here though with just how this whole getting up and down system.
Augmented reality training activated.
Right.
Weeks since I updated my status. How are people gonna know without?
Augmented reality training failed.
I'm just pressing the wrong button. And it frankly feels like it would just be nicer if the game resets you to where you were and just had an instant respawn in this instance.
Prison is better than this. Augmented reality training activated.
Right, so hold A, glide. Hold the trigger. Take that down.
Augmented reality training failed.
And at that point, that's where I have to then swing back up. And I feel like I maybe need some kind of boost or something that would help me. And there's a Riddler trophy
All prisoners
over
must
there,
surrender themselves for psychological profiling at regular stages.
but it's way too far
Will not be
away.
tolerated.
I assume that's just Catwoman, as far as a Catwoman collectible. Okay, let's.
Augmented reality training online.
We'll come back to that later,
help me? Please.
and we'll try and go to this one. Lethal force is authorized. Why would you even make a billboard that said that?
Protection. Oh yeah. Wade's a dead man for sure.
See, and I don't get. Yeah, some of these trophies are kind of very easy to find. I don't get the idea that this whole city, part of the city, would just be flooded. Like, that doesn't quite make sense.
Please, Batman, help me!
Alright, we'll talk
What
to
are
him.
you doing up here?
There's someone after me. He's trying to kill me.
Who?
I think he works for Strange. That bastard has me working on his damn tower for 6 months. And no sooner is it all operational, he has me thrown in here.
What were you working on?
There are a number of signal relay points around the top of the tower. The specifications...
I need to set up a crime scene here. It's the only way to find out who killed this man.
So we're gonna do a real investigation, which, you know, Batman in the comics really doesn't do that. Like, so if I keep this on,
But Sharp was the one in charge of Gotham. How come he put all to Professor Strange?
I'm desperately about to fall into the water.
Once I'm done here, I'll go looking for rich boy Bruce Wayne. Maybe I can ransom back pieces of him to his loved ones.
The shot was taken from somewhere around here. I should scan the area.
Okay. So, Deadshot.
There's the shell casing.
I guess Deadshot's a DC character?
Alfred, take a look at the image that's just uploaded to the Batcomputer.
Is that what I think it is, Master Bruce?
It is. Deadshot is in Arkham City.
What's he doing there? Is he a prisoner?
It seems unlikely, but I'm not ruling anything out.
So, it's the world's greatest detective versus the world's deadliest assassin. Who's going to win?
Yeah, Alfred just comes off as a jerk.
Send me the full database entry for Deadshot.
It's one
I've
thing
uploaded everything I know
to
about
have
the victim.
Batman be a
touch.
jerk. It's a very different thing to have Alfred be a jerk back. Here's the Deadshot they decided to animate, which frankly looks very different from any of the Deadshots that I've seen, which they've tried to depict him several times. I think that mostly puts us in this position where I could go and try and destroy Titan containers if I wanted to, but I don't think it would really benefit me much. I think we're better off just switching to the Mr. Freeze main story at this point.
The bat's dead by now.
The only other thing I could think about doing is possibly
Must have paid off big time to pull this off.
just running around
Camera down in
the
sector 4.
entire game and looking for collectibles as they are. Yeah, I think we had already done that one.
The city has lost its mind. Sharp's handed control over to Hugo Strange, a man-man.
Yep. I think we really just want to get out of this area and investigate someplace new.
Haven't seen Wyatt since he went looking for something down in the sewers. Croc got him for sure.
There is a slight argument, however, against even just trying to
More snow. Great.
trying to take out other side quests while doing the main quest, because it's going to be a waste of time. We could do the Zaz telephone stuff maybe. Yeah, in a lot of ways, all I'm doing is mapping half of these.
We go down there and help them?
Nah, getting caught is their problem.
True.
Anyway, from up here, we can see what the clown's planning.
Who cares what he's planning? Everybody's saying he'll be dead soon. Figure when that happens, Penguin's gonna march us all over this place, taking out anyone who doesn't sign up with him.
Can't wait.
Yeah, it'll be sweet. It's good to be on the winning side, right?
Wouldn't know. I'm always on the winning side.
Yeah, that was too easy.
This place is a crap hole. Everyone killing each other for crumbs. Strange will get his. Just wait.
Damn it. There's a camera busted in sector 3.
And see, that's a walled off Gotham City Olympus area. There's a lot of people there. But then there's like a guy getting beat up. And see, I don't see that as a mission, but I obviously see it, so.
Chumps shouldn't be here, should you?
Screw you! He's the freaking man! You were right! It's the man!
So we want to hit X and then hit X again after that initial punch, and I'm still not anywhere close to actually succeeding at that.
Arkham City is gonna be the last thing you see.
It really is just far too much button mashing. Frankly, I would have been amicable to the idea of you getting in these fights, being just told to do a few quick time moves, and that's it. Or just really dumbing it down so that any button you press is the right button. Like, there are definitely games out there that have done that, and they make it seem like it's way more difficult than it really is.
You're sure it gets dropped off around here?
I heard one of the Joker's guys talking about it back there.
So why aren't there more people? Everyone needs food, right?
It'll be here, just give it time. Whatever else this place is, there's no way that Sharp Strange would leave us to starve.
We'll see, man. Right now, this isn't looking good, is it?
There seems to be a camera malfunction in Sector 3.
Did we get them both? Yep.
Is Joker really sick? Can't believe he's dying.
Is this the guy we saved? Did we talk to this guy? He's got a raven on his shirt. But yeah, we saved that guy and it didn't seemingly do anything for us.
Since he got in here, he's probably dead already.
Okay.
I thought it was bad at Blackgate. This place is way worse.
Alright, how do you get down? So you can spray this.
Believe the mayor let Strange talk him into this.
And you can spray this. And you can climb over here and spray this one. But unless you're supposed to get explosive gels, like 3 more explosive gels,
The perimeter wall separates you from the good
you're not going to be able to get that.
It is there to protect them from all residents of Arkham City.
Okay. Let's go up here. See if we see anything of interest. It seems like you can just throw batarangs at the furthest distance you possibly would want.
Just
So do we have a Batman ability that would let me activate that first one? I don't think I do. Not yet.
Is anyone ever gonna feed us?
It seems like it just takes forever to map these to the map.
They didn't give us something to keep us warm when they threw us in here.
I think
We've lost a camera in Sector 2.
I think the idea may be that you're supposed to get back to this church and find that the Riddler is taking it over, and that will play a bigger role.
You get the word. We move towards the court and grab anyone who may know where Freeze is. Even Two-Face's guys?
Especially Two-Face's guys. Joker doesn't trust that melty-faced bastard, and neither do I. This is just the
Okay.
kind of crap he'd pull.
I guess. What's wrong? You don't want to help the boss? Yeah, of course I do. It's just, well, don't tell no one, but I used to roll with Harvey. Was part of his gang for years. Really? Yeah, but not now, right? No, of course not. I was there when Two-Face cut up my buddy. He just flipped that damn...
So let's just see what's in here now.
Oh no! Where have they gone? Could it be that while you were out doing what you do, I, the Riddler, snuck
Feels
in
like the
and took all
camera
those
should've-
poor stupid fools?
Should have zoomed in here.
Where have you taken them?
Looks like a different Riddler than
Questions, Dark
what we
Knight.
saw in the
It's
first
not you
game.
who
I don't
needs
think
answers
we
here,
actually
it's
saw the
me.
Riddler in the first game.
You
We just
answer
heard
my
him.
riddles and I tell you where they are. You answer my riddles, and they don't die. So, shall we begin? I'm an instrument whose music always comes from the heart. What am I?
You're an organ. So you come over here to this organ, and then left bump to do environmental analysis.
Well done! See, you can do it! Solve enough of my carefully constructed conundrums, and I'll tell you where the rest of my hostages are. The first is in the courtroom. I suggest you hurry. He may have been sentenced already.
Okay, so can we just fast travel there?
Don't get too comfortable, Dark Knight. All through Arkham City, deep undercover, are people working to ensure that I am informed of what the other so-called super criminals are planning. Planning right now. One of them is arranging a little welcoming committee for you outside.
So, yeah. It seems like what we're going to end up doing is, let's go ahead and just upgrade this upgrade. Yeah, free flow power gadgets. When using quick fire combat gadgets while free flow focus mode, this upgrade dramatically increases their power. That's probably the right upgrade to take, I don't know. Like, if we're in the map here, how many more things are there to find? It says 2 Riddler trophies and 1 thing, whatever the bracket things are. So let's run around this area and see if we can get a general idea. Yeah, here's one. And he still draws the bat. One in the confessional booth. And here's that radio. She's just playing music now. So I'm fairly certain that the other collectible is behind the door. And so we could just put that down there. Yeah, we can see if we can walk through this door. See, and unless this is a riddle, and you have to know the riddle before you can take a picture of the riddle, and that's what that door element is. I see something glowing orange that way, but that may just be the door I just closed. Because it doesn't seem like there's a way down here. But that does seem like that is a door. So is there just some other path? There's a statue there. There's a green door. No way to really reach it. Yeah, that does really just look like that is probably the front door. And the sound effect that plays when you're near a Riddler trophy or collectible, that is not something that's really been working. Like in the rest of the game. And this is all just blown up, so yeah. I don't think there's a way to I don't think there's really a way to get any further up. Which very possibly means that there is a Riddler trophy somewhere in this area that's not behind this path, which would make sense. So where would you hide it? It could be high. It could be low. And you're still just playing a lot of detective vision. Lots and lots of detective vision. Could be under the ground too, so that's something to consider. It could be associated with doing something very weird. Yeah, I'm not thinking I'm gonna be able to find it. You have a picture of his family. Interesting. So that was a puzzle that I hadn't even, a riddle I hadn't even found yet, and we now know the brackets are riddles for photos. So theoretically, if I can find my way through an area, but I don't have a remote ability to blow up things, so all I can do is I may very well just have to remember, because I don't think I can get close enough otherwise. Well, we know where it is at least. Alright, let's take on this boss fight.
See, I told you, Batman's here. I don't get it. How'd you know? That's not important. Kill him! No problem.
So we want to interrogate this guy.
You may want to run.
So we want to just beat up the other guys. Interesting. And they're gonna make it easy on you. What you do does coordinate with the direction you're playing, so it is very doable. If and only if, I suppose, you don't
Looks like your luck's
die.
run out, Batman.
Interesting that was the death sequence. We're seeing far too many of these death sequences.
See, I told you, Batman's here. I don't get it. How'd you know? That's not important. Kill him! No problem.
Alright. Alright, so the truth of it is, it's probably not too hard to get some hits off and not totally knock the guy out.
Your mommy won't know who you are when we're done.
Alright, now we interrogate him.
I know you work for Riddler.
Please, don't hurt me. I'll tell you what you want to know.
It's been a pleasure.
Batman inside.
This ain't over. No way.
So, what did that just give me? Like, when I interrogated the Riddler's guy? Interesting. So we now just have on the map a few things that we can just see. So this really is just stealing from Assassin's Creed. In a lot of ways, it's just like, yeah, this is the informant character that if you beat him up, you'll get help to find collectibles. Questionable after having played games like Assassin's Creed and done a lot of that. I don't know if I really need that assistance.
Camera down in Sector 2.
I imagine these riddle pictures are not take a picture of an area.
Paid off big time to pull this off.
So if I was going to set this as my current target, it's
attempt to access the perimeter wall.
Subject's too small. No subject detected. Reached the marker. You've been warned. People aren't the only unstable part of this. So that is a Arkham City story. All right. So when we get the Riddle pictures, that's when we get the Arkham City stories. Pause now, I guess, if you want to read that. Pause now if you want to read this one. And pause now if you want to read that one. So we now know that there's a decent number of riddles that are going to happen here.
We've lost a camera in Sector 2. I've got malfunction on a camera in Sector 2.
So we can just set ourselves up to go this direction. But the Riddler trophies alone aren't the only thing you're looking for, so you still are pretty much going to be in detective mode.
There's got to be a way out. Looks like Penguin's making his move. Joker's guys are making theirs. And just to make things a little bit worse, Batman seems to be in here too. So, the last time I saw Batman, he broke 3 of my ribs, snapped my arm, and sent me to Blackgate. So
We've
what's
already
he
heard
doing
that
here?
line of
How the hell should I know?
description. So now we know that this guy's a Riddler informant, so we could just straight up take him out if we wanted to. Let's see, what this was, that one where you have to glide then dive. Oops.
It's insane. Sharp and Strange have turned the whole city into one big prison.
Yeah. Seems like you have to move very fast on this. Just jump off here, then start diving.
Joker kicks off and Penguin takes over. I might as well put a bullet in my skull right now.
And we can add that to the map, but I don't think that really mattered because that was already added to the map. Or there was already a Riddler trophy, I guess, close enough to do it that it would make me think I should look.
No protection. Oh yeah, Wayne's a dead man for sure.
And see, I'm not even willing to walk on the stairs.
More snow.
I
Great.
guess the Riddler informant won't point you to things that you've already
The containment
collected.
wall surrounding Arkham City is designated out
I
of
would
bounds
hope.
to all prisoners. Do not approach.
Everyone's so afraid of Penguin. He's just a creepy runt in a bat tuxedo.
Maybe, maybe not. Like, by all logic, it seems to be pointing towards a Riddler trophy that is right here. But I already got that Riddler trophy. It's not lit up or
Next in
anything.
line after Joker? Not Harley. She won't last one day.
That's because it's actually down this way. If I could glide kick that
Catwoman stay
guy,
alive in a place like this?
He seems to be all alone.
Hell, who do I have to kill to get some grub?
See, and that one's already been tagged. Okay, so we know that this guy is an informant. So why they interrogate?
Tell me everything about the Riddler.
Just do what he says. I'll tell you everything.
Thank you.
And that makes it easier now to take out individual people more, instead of wasting a lot of time potentially trying to beat up groups. That also gives us potentially more more of a experience, more of an easier XP gain. Let's see.
Joker's done for. Wonder if I can snag Harley on the reboot.
Yeah, still though, a lot of
Strange take control of Gotham from Sharp.
weirdness here. A lot of playing in detective mode if you want to find the collectibles, and kind of needing to find the collectibles because we're finding Bang Bang Order in the Court.
Don't get it. Why is this guy here? I told you, Two-Face wants us to look after him. And stop Batman from getting... You spoke to Two-Face? Where is he? That doesn't matter. All you need to know is he wants this chump looked after.
What did he do?
Who knows?
The boss knows. He told you.
Well, he didn't. Look, there's no conspiracy. We're a team, right? We work together and we do what we're told. I guess.
Maybe I can hit this way if I can get it to bend the right direction. Yeah. Nope.
Catwoman got lucky. Two-Face will get her.
So I still can't get this, but I can maybe scan it and tag it.
30 days has November, April, June, and September.
See, I don't think there's anything else to talk to him.
All the rest are 31. Of course,
And so we know there's 2 Riddler trophies and 2 photos. And floors seem not to really mean anything. I feel like in the first game these were 3D models and they flattened them down into flat 2D models, blueprints, which honestly I think works better.
Every 4 years, got it right. And 28 is 29.
Two-Face is lying low.
Who's
Once
crazy enough to
Joker's
date this
buried, the
guy?
boss is taking over.
Okay. We already solved that one. So I bet this is
Joker's
maybe something.
Two-Face is coming to wipe his smiling face off this town.
Okay, so I suspect the other picture, like the weird thing here is the riddles don't seem to exist so much. Like, pause now if you want to read this. Like, Where are the riddles? They would be over here. And I guess this is the courthouse, and there isn't one labeled the courthouse. So
It's far from perfect, but she calls it home. I am an actor. Bang, bang. Order in the court.
So yeah, to get these, you just have to highlight them.
Has this flower turned over a new leaf? Acing the chemistry test will illuminate you.
Boss back now.
So we just don't get those riddles at the moment.
30 days hath September.
So is there a
June,
flower?
and November. All the rest have 31, except for February alone, which has 28, rain or shine.
We're looking for flowers or leaves.
But on leap year, 29.
Yeah, I just don't think that there's a solution here to a riddle. I don't think there would be something that incredibly subtle. Batman's outfit has gotten really torn up, and yeah, I wonder if that's because I've died a bunch or if that's just how the story is gonna go. Okay. We want to do a drop attack.
You should run, Batman.
If we keep the green guy mostly out of our fights, then we should be fairly okay. So that was a security guard that we're rescuing. So it's both security guards and
Riddler, talk.
so it's both security guards and doctors that you're trying to save. That definitely changes the game a little bit now.
It's the Riddler. He did this.
I didn't want to do it, but he made me. He had my friend. He stuck a knife in his leg. It means it's all my fault, but he was gonna kill him.
Where is he?
He's insane. He told me to get everyone out of the church. He said they'd all die if I didn't. I was scared. He kept blaming you.
You're safe now.
He told me to tell you something. He was very, very specific. It's just some numbers. 275325. I have no idea what they mean.
They sound like a radio frequency.
Okay, well, then we'll try 325 on the bottom and 275. I mean, we really don't have enough fine control to be that close. Like with the left stick, it must be the other way around, so it must be something closer to this, where it's 275 up here, and then 325. I mean, still, that would still be about the same. Yep.
At last. I suppose I should fulfill my side of the agreement. A riddle for a bat. Can you solve it?
Did you figure out what the numbers mean?
Yes, it's just one of Riddler's games. He gave you something, right?
Yeah, it's just a box. I don't know what it does.
I'll figure it out. You should head back to the church. You'll be safer there.
Okay, so it seems like we are now given it some new toy to play with. Let's bring out the Enigma machine.
Riddle me this. If you know me, you'll want to share me. But if you share me, I'll be gone. What am I?
Let's see. You have to rotate the thing. Secret.
Well done, Dark Knight. You did it.
Of course, the mouse is
Like a
just
child
popping
learning
up
to
all
walk
over the
for the
place.
first time, I feel I should reward this miracle and give you the location of the poor, soon-to-be dead doctor who is desperately crying out for help.
So yeah, we're just kind of in this side mission where we could take on the Riddler guys, and doing the Riddler things probably is a smarter side mission than moving the main story around, because we could mark most of the map and like do quite a bit until we finally unlock the restricted area, which I imagine is
Riddler's loose
the
in
big
Arkham
thing.
City. He's taken the guards from the church hostage.
As I recall, he's been incarcerated since you led the police to his location from Arkham Island.
Yeah, that was all done off screen.
Revenge. He's leaving me radio frequencies, and he gave me a device to decode his riddles. They lead to map references within Arkham City. I'll let you know how I get on.
Yeah, that's kind of a pointless even conversation to have. We still have 2 Riddler trophies, so we should probably try to get them in this while we're here. There was something else though I was thinking about. Yeah, interrogation is the new move. Wow. So yeah, we kind of are getting through this game faster than I think. Smoke pellets, how do you do that? Right trigger, left trigger throws a smoke pellet. Right, left trigger, right bump drops a smoke pellet. Is that something you have to equip? I'm just gonna try and mark everything as something that we've already seen. Okay. Smoke pellet, to me, doesn't... Oh yeah, you have to hit left then left. So it's just like a double left. And probably could use the smoke pellet quite a bit. What's this? Interesting. That definitely looks like something. But doesn't seem like it's anything. Let's see. What I'm looking for is potentially a painting on the wall of a judge. Well, then there's another one of these. These could very well just be guns or explosives. Yeah, we might hit a point. We want you. Right. So, if you want to get the collectibles, you have to be over here.
Has this flower turned over a new leaf? Acing the chemistry test will illuminate you.
Okay, acing a chemistry test will eliminate you. We know that it is not in this other side of the level at all. It is either up here is this supposed to be a flower? Or down there. Flower turned over a new leaf. We can also notice that the chemicals are still here, and what's his name is not. Here, Two-Face is not here. Can't open that door. Well, we know where the Riddler trophy is, I guess. Or one of the Riddler trophies, because that's underground. So. Seems like this guy's just gonna stay there. Is it possible that there is a lower section of this game, of this floor? I guess that's just a metal detector. See, that's an exit. Oh, it's just in a weird position. That's where we were. I kind of don't want to leave. You know, I don't want to leave yet, but I would like to leave through that direction. We're looking for something that would say Ace Chemistry. Yeah. And so we know that that question mark is there, so it's should just mark the riddle on the map, actually. Oh, here's the side missions, by the way. That's what I was looking for. So we have started 6 out of 12 side missions. And yeah, we kind of know there aren't going to be that many of them, so we should probably just do them all and try and do them fairly quickly before we get very deep in the game. I suppose you can't just jump through the window and out of a level.
30 days has November, April, June, and September. Of 28 is but one. All the rest are 31.
Okay, this looks to me... There we go. There's the Riddler trophy. Very hidden. And here we have Calendar Man. Yeah, which... Yeah, we are really running out of slots as far as characters, and I feel like Calendar Man is going to be the one joke character. We probably will see Clayface show up, since he was teased, and we'll see some of these other characters, and that'll probably be it. Alright. What does that say? Contains fuses that will be blown and shut down to all if electrically overloaded.
30 days have September, April, June, November.
Is there a way to shoot through the bars?
Except for February alone, to which we 28 assign.
Yeah, I don't think I can overload it with what I have. And it's not something crazy like shooting the plumbing pipe to electrocute it because the plumbing pipe is connected in some way to the circuitry.
The dogs will come and tear you apart.
Yeah. Is there anything here that would imply Ace Chemicals or
30 days
turning
has
over a new
November,
leaf? A flower turning
April,
over a new
June,
leaf.
and September of
It implies to me
28 is but one.
it is
All
right
the
here
rest are 31.
that I would be looking
Of
right
course,
at it.
Leap year comes and slays. Every 4 years got it right. And 28 is 29.
It says subject too small, no subject detected. Who's crazy enough to date this guy? Bang bang, order in the court. Oh. And that gave me 200 XP, so that was worth it, but that was a lot of work, certainly. Let's go out through this door, because I want to see where this door actually leads.
Maybe he's got something to do with those crate things.
And see, it's just going to tell me a special, the closest riddle in text form instead of having the Riddler say it out loud. That seems kind of odd to make that choice, but solution not aligned.
Maybe I could burn something.
Yeah. So that's the alignment puzzles. And we can do those now.
Stuffed full of cash.
Let's see if we can throw a batarang to destroy
We've lost the camera in
that.
Sector 2.
Okay. So we could set this as our goal and go this way. And we could wander around here trying to find Riddler henchmen. There also was at some point the telephone thing. We got close to the telephones with Zaz, which those are races to run around. So I would imagine you want to do the Zaz side missions later. Yeah, the main things you can do, most of them, except for the two you can't do, augmented reality. I think we might want to get some more abilities. Here, shot in the dark, we can pretty much, I think, continuously focus on that one when we can move forward with that one. The Riddler one makes a lot of sense. And then the acts of violence one is just stopping random acts of violence against political prisoners, and that seems to kind of interconnect with shot in the dark. So they may have a system here that's a little bit more complicated than it seems, where doing this one unlocks gates that unlock these other side missions. And we probably should try and figure out what these other side missions are before we get too further down the path of the actual like main story objective. It's fairly obvious, though, if I was just going to run around this open city and beat up the Riddler people, it would be a lot of Riddler people you would have to take out to get all 147 of the collectibles, of the Riddler trophies marked on the map, and 43 pictures and riddles marked on the map. And honestly, I'm not sure you really need them marked on the map if they are pictorial riddle anyways. It doesn't seem like we are at the point where we can actually be done with any building, so I suspect what we're gonna end up doing is going back. We have these star things. There are 12 star things inside the steel mill, so there's still some collectible that we just don't know about yet. And overall, there's 63 of those stars things, whatever those are. So it might be fun to just run around here and look at this side where we started again, since we have pretty much gone through this entire city once. And then we'll run back around doing the main story, looking for Freeze. We still very much are in a position, though, where I feel very awkward. I guess pause now if you want to read this. That's 2 of 3, so it's not even good storyline reading. I think it'd probably be better to just skip these and say you could find them online if you want to, instead of trying to highlight them if they're going to be in different parts. Or we'll just hold the different part ones until we have all the different parts. It doesn't seem like we're going to have a lot of conversation tape reels like the first game. Suppose we are making some progress towards all of these, but I'm not sure what getting a full row of this really does for us.
Acing the chemistry test will illuminate you.
Let's see, yeah. If you get a full row, excluding the Catwoman trophies, I don't know if that unlocks a large amount of XP. That would be about the only thing that would make a lot of sense. And that could be appreciated, certainly, is if we did find major upgrades. But I don't feel like major upgrades really would help you that much either.
Once assembled, do these two become one again?
Apparently, inside the steel mill, I was supposed to knock the head off of this, those fake Harley Quinn statues. So there was something I was supposed to do with that. And I don't think I'm going to really pay too much attention to any of these quests and just hope I can get some of them done. Maybe not all of them. Yeah. I still just feel like the game is very awkward. It just is a weird pacing. If it wasn't a Batman game, I would be fine with it. I would just say, okay, this is like an Assassin's Creed, like Assassin's Creed 1 in particular, where you just are heavily encouraged to kind of waste your time and enjoy the city and run around the city. In comparison to Assassin's Creed 1, Arkham City has better variety in the buildings, and they feel like individual buildings instead of just repeated content over and over again. But you're kind of just doing the same thing. You're sort of wasting your time collecting Riddler trophies and beating up low-level goons when if this were a Batman comic book, we would be doing the main story and only the main story, and all this side stuff would be things you would expect Robin or somebody else, some other low-level superhero to take care of. And yeah, they've kind of established that Batman is the big gun for big problems. He's not the little guy that takes out the small problems. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and get me a game off my wish list. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.